As you know, it is May. Today, I believe, is May 3rd as of the day I'm recording this. If you don't know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So me personally, I am a pretty big advocate for mental health. It's a very important topic that I think needs to be talked about. Not only that, but I'm also a huge advocate for student athlete mental health and just athlete mental health in general. It's super important as an athlete to, I think, be okay with asking for help. I know a lot of athletes, especially me at times, don't like to ask for help when they're struggling because they don't want to come across as weak or like they don't have a thick skin or anything like that. A lot of us tend to avoid asking people for help or going to others when we are having a hard time. I feel like sometimes there can be this stigma, which I believe has gotten better over the years. I believe it has gotten a little bit better, but it's still there. There's this like stigma that if you're an athlete and you at any point are like, oh, I'm not doing good, or like you're having a hard time, it's like, hey, no, you're being weak. You got to be toughen up. You got to be tough. Where in certain cases that can be true, I feel like most of the time, especially when it comes to stuff like mental health, that should not be pushed on athletes because we're human at the end of the day. We're all human. Just because we play a sport, and in sports, generally, yeah, you want to be tough, that doesn't make us not human and not experience human emotions. I really think that it is important that, athletes know it's okay to ask for help and it's okay to talk to people if you're having a hard time. Me personally, in the past, I have had those hard times with softball and stuff like that. That was luckily years ago for me, and I was able to get past that. But what really helped was when I actually talked to people about what was going on in my head. It kind of helped me reframe how I was thinking about certain situations. Personally, I have very high expectations for myself, and sometimes if I don't necessarily reach those expectations on a time frame that I would like to, I can get very upset with myself, and I can kind of be mean towards myself in a way where I'm just like, you could have done this better, you could have done this better, and I just nitpick every little thing that I could have done better. That can get you in your head. From experience, I know that can get you in your head. When I start to feel like that now, I try to talk to somebody about it. That doesn't necessarily mean I go to a therapist or I sit down in a therapy session and talk with someone. It can mean I just talk to one of my other teammates and maybe get what they thought about it, or talk to my parents, talk to my sister, talk to any of my friends, and just kind of talk it out. For me personally, that helps. When I talk things out that are difficult, I tend to feel better. But it's different for everybody. That's the thing. You have to figure out what works best for you. Of course, mental health can go a lot deeper than that for some people, and unfortunately, we have lost a lot of lives to mental health. If you are struggling with anything, I've found some resources that are in the description of this video. And obviously, if you are having thoughts of harming yourself, there are resources that I left down there as well. And if it's serious, call 988. That is the suicide prevention hotline. Please, if you're struggling or if anyone you know might be struggling, please just take a look at those. So I just wanted to come on here again and quickly kind of talk about mental health and how, it's an important thing that we should be talking about. And obviously year-round we should be promoting this, but, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I just kind of wanted to bring it up a bit. I know we've got finals coming up this week. Me personally, I have finals coming up this week. Some of you watching may have finals. That's a very stressful time. I'm stressed out with finals, believe me. But, we'll get through this. We'll get through this. Again, please, no matter what, don't be afraid to reach out if you are struggling with mental health. Just know that you're not alone. For any of you that may need to hear this, I'm proud of you. I love you. You're doing a great job. Keep pushing, and everything is going to turn out fine. Thank you for watching.